Yes, here we go again. This is Jesamine of Jesamine Creates. Welcome to my third Draw With Me Friday. Let's get started. So, like what I told you, prepare your things, your sketchbook, your pencils, your eraser, your brush pens or watercolor or fine liners and brush. And of course your water and the toilet paper to clean your brushes every now and then. And before you start, try to wet your palette first with just water and let it sink there for a while so it's easily later to use your color. And then I draw some sketch here, and then later on I make a stain. So when I say stain, it's only like a light color of your watercolor. And like for example, if it's yellow, then try to use a light color on this one to get the shape, so you know later where you're gonna build up your colors. So here I'm making a sushi with, I don't know the official name, a Japanese name of this sushi, but it's sushi with sushi roll with avocado, and then on top of it it's mango, sweet mango with some syrup, and then a fried, I think it's a fried cocos, deep fried cocos or crispy cocos flakes, or I think it was a noodles, deep fried noodles. So it's either of the two. I'm not really sure. And later, when I already put the second base color, I remove the pencils, and this is the time that I draw the lines. So draw the outlines. As you see, I first build up the colors with first a very light color, so really like just like staining all the shapes, staining the form, and later on I started to darken it with more pigment on it, so from yellow to dark yellow, and also from very light green to dark green, to get the depth on your subject or your form. If you can do that, it makes your drawings more alive, not so flat. So here I'm already doing something with my fine liner here and there, and then later on with my brush to show the line, to show the shadows of my drawing. And also I decided to put a little bit of crumbles on it besides, to make it not too just one subject on it, so a little bit playful. Now I can see more that it's really a mango because of using the dark color. If you don't have any brush pens on this one, just try to learn to use your watercolors on this one. So the lesser water you do, the darker pigment you make. And because I don't have too much time on this one, because I did it Thursday night, almost evening, I just decided to do all the details with brush pen, because I also luckily I have all the colors of Tombow brush from 96 colors, so I can see all the values from dark to light on it, so it's easy for me to see the color. I don't have to blend. But if you don't have it, just try to use watercolor, it's also fine. And it's just because I don't have time for this process. All right. And then I also did some a shadow under to show more that the sushi is not floating on the air, so it's more like on top of something. So in order to do that, I mix blue and purple. I already started to stain some green on the side, and this is actually my favorite part when I eat sushi. It's edamame. It's like a beans, and then I think it's boiled, steamed. So I draw it here because I miss green on this part. Okay, this is the first thing I want to discuss about drawing something food. I always like to use when you do a food, you need to show it that looks yummy, looks not dirty, looks like ew. So try to be careful with that. A proper color and a proper building of your color. Do not use too much brown when there is no brown on your painting. And do not blend too much with this when you're on a painting, because when you blend with watercolor, it will blend everything and then you get a shitty color and you don't like it on your drawings, you don't like it on the food. So that's why you need to know the basic rules on this is to start to stain the color with the basic color. So example red, and then later on build it up with dark red where the shadow is. So like for example here with this sushi, I try to darken it on this part, this lower part, because it's the camera is really on top of it, and not too much but more on the side of where I am. So that's why the shadow is on this side, lower part, and not too much detail on top. So try to show green, because green is fresh. Green is always give you that appetite to see to your food, and that's why. And also try to use a red, orange, and yellow. Those are very nice to show on your drawings of food. So if you miss that, just try to do some leaves, or like the basic ingredients of your food. Try to show it here and there to make it more really interesting. So that's it for today. That's my sushi or my drawing food. So you know the rules. Try to use red, yellow, and green on your food, and everything will be just fine. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week for the fourth time, and it's gonna be the last part of this episode of Draw With Me. And if you like it, tell me and let me know, so I can maybe do this again in the future. Have a nice day. Bye.